Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I do have a short that was made by Chille and it was uploaded yesterday. And in this short it shows a woman being removed from her vehicle by the police. And I think it's like 2 or 3 police officers. There's quite a few officers around her. But what it shows is her window being smashed out or had been smashed out, and then they're pulling her out of the car while she's screaming she didn't do anything wrong. That is literally the entire short. I know that Chille saw the whole video because, I mean, it's a clip. So he's seen the whole video. So what he is keeping from his audience is the fact that this lady was going to be pulled over and she decided to take the police on a little chase where she smashes into several vehicles, almost killing at least 10 people. And here's the worst part, including the children in her car. Yes, her children were with her in her car. She had zero regard for their well-being, zero regard for their life by smashing into all these cars and speeding off and running from police. That's the part that Chille does not want you to see. He only wants you to see his narrative part of it, which is, oh my goodness, look, the police are picking on this poor woman. They're yanking her out of her car. She's got children in there. She did nothing wrong. That's all he wants you to see. This is proof that Chille is purposefully brainwashing and manipulating his audience into his narrative and his narrative only. He doesn't want them to know what actually happened prior to this because it'll hurt him. Everything that Chille says and does is a lie. It's all done as a lie. Why? So he can continue to push his entire hatred for police and his jealousy for police. And he can't do it if the truth is going to be put out. Enjoy the video. Okay, so this is the short that Chille made and put out yesterday. I'm going to let you see it and then I will talk.
Stop! Stop! I didn't do it! Stop! You have... No! Why have you done... Stop! Stop! I didn't do it!
It won't fit. It won't fit. Make it to you.
Stop! Stop!
Okay, so that's literally it, and then he plays it another time for everybody to see it twice in a row. What happened here is when the police officers finally get her out of the vehicle, they're having a hard time getting the handcuffs around her wrist. Now, yes, she's on a bit of the heavy side. They're probably going to have to use 2 sets of handcuffs and interlock them. Nothing wrong with that. Heck, when Chille was arrested, they had to do the same thing. Not because he's all strong and muscular, but because he's a bit on the chub side, and they had to use 2 handcuffs. Again, nothing wrong with that. But what they meant by make it fit was they probably were unable to get the handcuff around her wrist and lock it. Hey, it's something that happens. They don't want to take any chances with her. She's already taken them on a high-speed chase, hit numerous cars, and could have harmed anybody. So if she's given the chance to get away from them, more than likely she's going to take off on foot, and then they're going to have to chase her. She's not going to get too far. And they're going to have to tackle her to the ground. And somebody, her or the officer or both, are going to get injured in the process. They don't want that to happen. So yes, they need to make sure the handcuffs fit. I also find it interesting that Chille wrote handcuffs at the top of this thing instead of torture cuffs. Even he sometimes will forget what he calls them. And he gives it the proper name that they are. Good job, Chille. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab the other video so that we can watch that together. It's the full video that shows what happens or what was happening once the police caught up to her. I couldn't find a video showing when the police started actually going after her and she started the high-speed chase. But this shows from the moment of right at the end of the chase and everything after that. This is what Chille doesn't want his followers to see. He only wants them to see this part. That way he can sell the whole thing on, oh, the police were using cruel and unusual punishment. They were being mean. They were torturing this lady, and she did nothing wrong. That's his narrative. He has to push that. Unfortunately, pushing the truth would probably go a lot farther for Chille, but he never believes in the truth. So I'll go grab it. We'll watch it together. Okay, so this is the video, the full video of what Chille doesn't want his followers to see because it proves that she was in the wrong. Now, I can't remember now if it shows her doing the full chase and them going after her, or if this is the very end of it. I've tried to find more of it on video. I can't. But this is enough right here. I mean, this just proves what Chille is doing is, well, misleading and wrongful information just so he can continue manipulating his followers into thinking the police were in the wrong. It just astounds me, and it angers me when Chille does stuff like this. This is why I go after him. I am so tired of him lying and misleading everybody so that he can continue to upset them and get them angry so that when he comes back on live stream, he can do his whole rah, rah, rah routine and people throw money at him. All this is an entire game to him to get money. And that is it. We're going to go ahead and play the video. And then we'll stop and discuss some things as we see them. But we'll discuss it more at the end.
Now you just had a wreck. Look out! Break glass, break glass, break glass. Get out the car! Get out! Get out! Stop! Tires are flat. Stop! Come on! He's not gonna make the car.
Okay, I think I'm going to put a disclaimer at the beginning of this telling you guys to turn down your volume if you're using headphones. I did not realize it was going to be this loud. I don't even have my volume on full. I think it's on like 78%. And it's still this loud. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put a disclaimer at the beginning telling you guys, make sure your volume is lower. Oops. Sorry. By the way, her tires are flat, and she's still trying to get away with flat tires.
Go!
Really quick here. She's running from them for a reason. What's worse is she's running from them and she has her kids in the car with her. Like, come on, lady. I don't know what she was running from. It was probably a warrant. Something. It was worth her, I guess, in her mind, it was worth her taking off, smashing up vehicles, and taking the police on a high-speed chase. But never with your kids in the car. Come on, people.
I got in the car. You need some help over here. I got you. Sir. Ma'am. We got it.
I know I'm buckled, sir. I know I'm buckled, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it, sir.
You just tried to kill 10 people.
No, I did not, sir.
Alex, push
No. Sir, stop. Sir, I didn't do it. Stop. You have... No. Why have you done... Stop. Stop. I didn't do it.
I hate to stop it, but you know, I have to. I have to put some commentary in here, but it just pisses me off. And I might be laughing in this video, but it really pisses me off that first she's like, I know I fucked up. I know I fucked up, sir. And then the next thing she says is, I didn't do it. Again, her children are in this car with her. They could have been killed at any moment. She's taking off with flat tires. She's bashing into other vehicles. Anything could have happened. And those poor innocent children in the back seats could have been hurt or killed. And she didn't care. That's what angers me. She did not care about her own kids' lives. All she cared about was herself.
Push
Sir, stop! Sir! I didn't do it! Stop! You have... No! Why have you done... Stop! Stop! I didn't do it!
It won't fit. Make it fit.
Stop! I did not do it! I did not do whatever you guys are talking about!
So she didn't do it. I'm assuming at this point then there's some kind of paranormal entity in her vehicle that was sitting in her lap and took over the entire car. And it was the paranormal entity that took them on a high-speed chase, smashed into a bunch of cars, and really didn't give two shits about her kids in the back. It pisses me off. You've been caught. Everybody just saw what you did, and you're still going to stand there and say that you didn't do it. And if whatever reason the police were pulling you over in the first place, if you were innocent of that, then you would have pulled over, let them question you, you would have proven to them that you didn't do it, you were the wrong person, and they would have moved on. But no. Instead, your guilty ass shows that you're guilty when you take off away from the police, and several times they actually stop you and try and get you out of the car, and you still proceed to take off. Do not sit there and say you didn't do anything.
I did not do anything you guys are talking about!
And he just wrecked 3 police
No,
cars.
I did not!
And a couple of others.
About 3 freaking stop signs ago, I started saying that I was driving recklessly, and I was not!
Well,
You can't kill that kid! I didn't do anything! Yes, you did! You almost killed 3 fucking people! How? What don't even ask how! How? You killed 3 people right here!
Put her in my car. Yeah.
So you've got, I'm guessing, a bystander letting her know that you almost killed 3 people. And then you've got this dipshit here asking how? Are you kidding me? She's asking how? Now, I know there's stupid people in this world. We all know that. Chille is one of them. But she's sinking to Chille level of stupidity when she asked how, when she was the one driving her car.
Yeah, no, we're good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, what I'm guessing is this is going to be from another angle from another vehicle. I'm not sure. But I guess we're going to see more footage of stuff that she did that we weren't able to see in the other one. From what I'm gathering, there's no sound. Wow, there were a lot of bystanders helping the police. And she stops, and then she's going to take off again. Of course. Yeah, she's waiting for them to get out of their cars so that she can take off, which will take them longer to come after her because they're out of their vehicles. Definitely not a bright person. One cop's just like that. There she goes again. Oh, wow. The debris in the road. I mean, we already know she's going to have some kind of fine she has to pay. But people like this should have to pay, like, triple the fine just because of the cleanup that people are going to have to do over their crap. And she's not going too far. Well, yeah, I can see it now. All her tires are flat. I was just about to say, this looks like Georgia. It looks somewhere in southern Georgia. I'm not sure when the sound comes back, and it may actually scare the shit out of me when it does. So be prepared so it doesn't scare the shit out of you too. I'm waiting for it. Be like, jump scare. But again, as you see, Chille didn't show any of this. Because like I said, he wants his followers just to see her getting arrested without putting any context behind it, because that's who he is. He's a dishonest, fraudulent person. He's I'm checking on the children. Oh my god, how young. Oh, that lady's mad. I'd have been mad too. Okay, so there's only one child in there? Okay. It was such a tiny child. I'd have gone off on her too. Good for that lady. I mean, really, it didn't matter because the other one's still sitting there. Why? Why did I almost kill 3 people? Like, are you kidding? I don't think I've ever seen so many bystanders actually help. Like, maybe 1 or 2, but this is a lot of people. Okay. Well, it ended and scared the shit out of me. I was not expecting that. Maybe I should have watched it fully through first and I would have known when the jump scare came out. So I do apologize for that. It is not my fault. Please do not hold me responsible for any heart attacks any of you may have suffered during this video. So that was the full video, which, again, Chille only showed the clip of her getting arrested, saying it was cruel and unusual punishment with the handcuffs, without showing any backstory as to why she was getting arrested. If you look at the comment section of this short, they're all blaming the police, as usual. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so here is Chille's comment section on this short that he made. And when I tell you that his followers have got to be the dumbest on this planet, I mean it. His subscribers have got to be the dumbest. They're right there with him. Of course, you've got my comment, which I'm always going to comment. But then you have Make It Fit. OMG, are you kidding me? This piece of shit needs to be treated the same way and see how unprofessional it is. This cop needs to be fired and sued for everything. So because these police officers stopped her from actually killing somebody, then they should be fired and sued. Okay. Why do they always do things to make us not respect them? I don't know. When I watched the original video that showed everything that Chille didn't want you to see, the police did a damn good job stopping this woman. Yeah, it took them a couple tries, but they finally did it without anybody getting injured or killed. I'd say that I respect every police officer that was out there working, including the bystanders that helped them. This makes me want to start recording cops. Great. If you want to record cops doing their job and saving people's lives from a unhinged woman who is smashing into people's cars and showing the police doing their job and saving multiple people, then by all means, please go out and record them. Then it took 3 of them. Well, yeah, it actually took a lot more, but it took 3 of them to arrest her. I mean, she did just take them on a high-speed chase and then smash into numerous vehicles trying to get away. Then we've got this one. Wow, real tough guys. Why can't they put a little bit of common sense into the training of these officers? I respect law enforcement very much, but they need to all be retrained on how to interact with the public and to use a little common sense. I do not think things like this would have happened 50 years ago. Police did not pull you out of the car and handcuffed you for minor infractions. Hey, Timothy, I don't think this was a minor infraction. Driving away from the police numerous times, smashing into numerous vehicles, almost running over several people, and almost killing or injuring your own child in the back of your car is not quite a minor infraction. I believe I even responded to this. Yes. Have you seen the full video? Chille doesn't want you to see this lady was at fault. This is why Chille won't show a full video. He won't show the facts behind a video, because this is the kind of reaction he's looking for. This reaction, his actions of showing only a small clip and getting these kind of reactions, is what he wants, because it's putting more people at odds with the police. It's making them more angry, and it's making them want to go after them more. So now we've got all these idiots watching Chille's short, getting more mad at the police, wanting to harm the police for what? Saving people's lives because of this woman could have killed people? Because they did their jobs? They actually put their lives on the line to stop this woman and prevent her from hurting other people? But Chille doesn't want them to know that part. That Make It Fit mentally is what's wrong to them. Now, Eric Deweyver. Yeah, Your grammar sucks and your comment makes no sense because of that. 49er, damn, make it fit? LOL, I bet her wrists were black and blue after that. I hope they were. But that's the least of her concern. Wow, make it fit. Yeah, they kind of needed to. Oh my God, she must be public enemy number one. At that moment, yes, she was. Make it fit? I guess people are, I don't know, not too bright. Evil, complete evil. Yes, that lady was. For sure, go ahead and raise an eyebrow to them. LOL, now they're disrespected, and you are gonna get it now, freaks. Huh? I have no clue, but there is actually spelled THEIR for the person that made that comment. As you can see, she obviously resisted arrest. That's why the police are becoming more aggressive. Clumsy clown, I absolutely agree with you. And that was a great comment. Let's see what kind of hate response you received. It is always comparatively so. Struggle more, you get manhandled harder. Takes more force and power from the male officer to keep the flailing tub of fat suspended where they have them. No reason for an officer to let suspects give them a hard time in detaining them. This particular scenario, the woman's... Okay, so, I don't know... I mean, I just want to comment on her appearance, but I'm guessing you didn't watch the whole video. Veritably, or be a total wiener, a wussy, and let another person equal to you know better take you into bondage for no reason, to coward to protect yourselves from another man. You wonder if any of them have done the same things they take many into bondage for. I believe that alone disqualifies them to control any situation. Coward. Well, Lena, I'd say you're the coward if you don't go and find the actual video and watch it. It's not that hard to find. Bend and break it. Make it fit. Gang of 3. At least they kept people out of coffins that day. Brian Needham. We let them do this to the poor people of our country for decades. Now they do it to all people. Facts. Well, I hope they do. If somebody else does the exact same thing that this lady did, I hope like hell that they get them out of the car and they put them in handcuffs and arrest them. I really do hope. So before I end this video, I did want to point out one other thing from Timothy's comment here where he says, I do not think things like this would have happened 50 years ago. Police did not pull you out of the car and handcuff you for minor infractions. No, you're right. They didn't do that 50 years ago, and they don't really do that now. However, if this had happened 50 years ago, you're damn right they would have pulled you out of your car and arrested you. I don't think it matters if this was 50 years ago or yesterday. If you behaved the way this lady did, and you drove the way this lady did, then you would have been pulled out of your car and arrested. Again, the fact of this is nobody's seen the real video. Okay, so there we go. It still pisses me off that he would take just a small clip, throw it up as a short, so that people think that this was all the police officers doing. That they just pulled this lady over for no freaking reason, pulled her out of her car and handcuffed her just because, well, they must have been bored. That's not what happened. And it irked me enough to find out where this video was, thanks to one of my amazing subscribers who brought this to my attention, told me how to look up the video, and I went ahead and did it, found it, and I was like, oh, of course, Chille's not going to put the truth, because it'll hurt him. It'll hurt his whole narrative. So yes, I was going to jump on this video. This is why I go after him. I know there's so many people still that are annoyed with me because I focus so much on Chille. It's not that I'm obsessed with him like some people say. I'm tired of people like him getting away with this shit. He's going to get somebody hurt or killed. just reading the comment section should show you that. One of these days, one of his subscribers is going to click and go out, and God knows what he could do. Go after a police officer and try to harm them, and he may get himself killed. Or he may go out and purposely kill a police officer. Either way, that's a life right there on either side. Or he may go out to hurt a police officer and end up hurting other people in the process. All because Chille wants everybody to think and feel the way he does. It's wrong. On every level, it is wrong. And I will do everything in my power to shut him down so that he cannot do this anymore. And I know there's other Chilles out there in the world. So once I've stopped him, I'm pretty sure I'll find another one to go after. But as for right now, he is my focus. And I will do everything in my power to stop him from hurting other people. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. I love each and every one of you.